Hey y'all, it's Fab Jen. I am back with another review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Lauder Mercier Flawless Fluid Foundation in the color Pecan, or you can call it Pecan. Pecan, same thing. Of course, this is what the box looks like. The box is a pewter type color with brown deep chocolate lettering to it. A nice packaging, simple, elegant, and the box doesn't feel cheap, if that makes any sense. The actual packaging here, the actual bottle that it comes in, is all plastic, so it's very travel friendly. It comes with a plastic screw top and it comes with a squeeze tube. It does not come with a pump, it's only with a squeeze tube. You have to shake this and tap it to activate it. The instructions tell you that on the back, but I highly recommend that you take off the cap first, put your finger over the opening, then shake it, then tap it, then take your dish or the back of your hand, then pour it out. Because if you do it with the cap on and you shake it and tap it and pour it out, it comes oozing out of the cap and it comes oozing out of the squeeze tip, the opening of the bottle. And even if you're not pressing on it, it's gonna ooze out. So keep that in mind when you open it or you first use it, because when I did that, it exploded and went all over the place and it was a real hot mess. So that is a big thumbs down, that the packaging isn't really user friendly when it comes to saving products. So you have to kind of remember that when you use this foundation, to make sure you follow those steps that I told you, covering up the opening, shaking and tapping it, then pouring it out on the back of your hand and or a dish. So the claims for this foundation is that it's a long wear, oil-free makeup, magically blurs imperfections for a smooth, seamless complexion, lightweight and color true. It offers buildable coverage with a natural matte finish, perfect for all ages, all skin tones, all skin types. So that's what it says on the back. Now, is this for all skin types? I definitely believe this can go for team oily to dry skin. However, if you are dry skin, I highly recommend that you exfoliate and you moisturize before you apply this. It doesn't go on like a dry matte, it's like a demi matte finish, but it does give a blurring effect. Is it like the Lancome Tint Idole blurring effect? No. Or the Estee Lauder blurring effect? No, but it's very close to it. It is pigmented. I say that this would be a medium / medium full coverage foundation. You could shear it down to light. Let me take that back. It can go from light to medium full. Let's just say that, light to medium full. It blends well into the skin, and I have very little at all, if none, oxidation with this foundation, which is very, very impressive, because a lot of foundations I have at least a little bit of oxidation. This one I found like I don't see any oxidation. The Pecan runs a little bit more on the yellow side, so kind of keep that in mind. My other color would be the Nutmeg. It was between the Pecan and Nutmeg. Nutmeg runs a little bit more red, so probably in the summertime I would be more of a Nutmeg, but I think for my complexion, Nutmeg or Pecan would be either or, could go either direction. So if you like it a little bit more red and you're close to my complexion, go with the Nutmeg. If you like the more of the yellow golden undertone, go with the Pecan. It's easy to warm up with powder and use other cream products to add back that red into the foundation, and it looks absolutely beautiful. The consistency of this foundation is a liquid. It's very liquidy. Does it help control oil? Absolutely, 100%. I feel like it does relatively well even without touch-ups, but I do prime, I do set my face. On its own, I don't know how it would be without any primer or anything. I do not review any products without a primer, powder, or spray. That's just me, so I'm just letting you know. So the consistency, it goes on well. It doesn't feel heavy on my skin. My skin breathes. I don't feel irritated at the end of the day with this foundation. Oils dispense nicely. When the oil does break through, it looks like a radiance versus a greasy mess or clumps of oil coming through, or it emphasizes my pores, or you can see where it's super oily at, that kind of thing. So I feel like it really dispenses my oils very well. I feel like it is very long lasting. I have not had any fading at all with this foundation. It's absolutely amazing. The foundation comes in several colors. So from the lightest to the light, I think as far as porcelain color, if you're very, 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 very fair, I don't think there would be a color for you. Ivory would probably be the lightest, or porcelain. And I remember when I work at a Sephora, so I color match people. I remember it being not as light as it could have been, you know, for an ivory or porcelain. But it just depends, because sometimes it runs a little pink, whereas people who are fair are really, 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 really fair. They're like almost white. So it might not have a color for you if you're fair. If you're the deepest of the deep, it has a lot of color selections. I think there's 3 or 4 colors darker than the Pecan. So there is a wide range for a lot of different skin tones. So I do like that about the Lauder Mercier. The price point for this motor scooter is about $48, I believe. So it is on the pricey side. I feel like as far as application, I need about 2 nickel size drops to do my full face, and that's pretty good. I'm very impressed with that. Absorbs really quickly into the skin, feels very nice. There is no fragrance with this foundation, so that's a big plus. I do highly recommend this, especially for in general all skin types. I think this does well. It really does well. I think if you're oily or really oily, I think this will do well also. But you have to remember, if you're oily or a combination oily, you're going to have to blot, you're going to have to prime regardless of foundation. But overall, with my primer and blotting, I don't really have to blot with this foundation. I have gone 12 hours and I haven't blotted, and it actually looked really good. So that's saying a lot. Is this like a repurchase for me? Absolutely it is. It is. Sorry, that's my dryer. It is a repurchase for me. It is a holy grail. I do love it. I like that it comes in an abundance of shades. I don't necessarily like the price, but you know, it is what it is. But I really don't like the packaging, which sucks about this. But despite the packaging and the price point, it is a very good, highly recommended foundation. Definitely go to your local Sephora, get a tester, see how it reacts with your skin before you purchase, or go to a Lauder Mercier counter and get a tester and see how it reacts to your skin. And those are usually located in department stores, maybe Nordstrom's and Neiman's, something along those lines. So anyway, that's it for this review. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, rate, comment, and subscribe if you like, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.